Going in till I'm gone. Where I'm at, rise upon. Later on, she rising on me. She just want me to later come back, be on knee. Just to say we read it there and to be mad and sad again. Sad at what you know and then barely even showing then. Emotionless, looking like she moving more, not motionless. And if I gotta quote how I did the best, if it wasn't all in time, that's just never you and mine. You and my business. You need to switch it up though. She switching when she see me when I pull up though. She just wanna get in the passenger side while she beside rolling with me in the ride. She said I'm smooth, looking like I was Clyde, like seat, sit and slide. She was Bonnie in the ride. She was where she at, cause she knew where she was right. Right to getting it, you was left to leaving it. Accomplished goals, you couldn't even believe in it. If I stood, who is hood? Not looking like I am, looking like I ain't under sea. While you under sea, looking like you trying to be where I was before you flee. Came around itching, talking but you ain't to me. Make a hit for me, not the wonder though. Wonder hit the wonder if the wonder gonna go back to where you was though. You ain't even really know. And if you did, I guess you tried. And if you tried, I guess you wanna go defy. And if you wanna work, I guess it's quarter guy. Make an order right, cause you ain't doing nothing. You changing your audible right. Your audible off the treble with no bass. Then try to say what you spitting right and be erased then. And when she in this race of mine, first place in lane, she ain't complain. She was fly where I lane, where I'm at though. She just wanna land on me like ish. And you were just smelling like you got smoke like some piss. He ain't mad at me, O to P to O to C. Looking like you gotta get a whole Q to O to P. And that's his weight up on your time, and that's his weight up on for nothing. Who gon' wait up for a grind, nigga? And I ain't got chat, I ain't even lie. You ain't even say, I ain't even play, boy. Yeah, this ain't doing nothing. These be buzzing like always. Guess you dangerous. You think you dangerous? Now you wanna say you mad to try to see what you wanna look for me. Is no reason I made the history and you couldn't even read what I could say you see. And if you mad at what you get, I guess you couldn't hate to be. Reason that's the reason that is hate to me. Ate what I get, food. You ain't even starving, see. I can stare, spare that. You couldn't even share that. Came back looking like you hops and I bear back. Got your boy looking old, mad and cool, looking fold, looking like you never knew how the game made you fold. And that's just off the top, no done. If I ain't say nothing, I guess I ain't know none. And if it's nothing to get, I guess you ain't know a thing. Hold up, why didn't this call hang up, man? It was for the reason for your talk, though. Walk around mad at me just because I talk, though. And I ain't talk for what you snitching on. And I ain't say what I'm doing, but this is I'm on. As I'm on to ask a question, is I doing what I did? And if I said I didn't do nothing, you know that's it. Quiet what you saying, who was mad and who was playing. You was looking like you wanna not listen again, no replaying. No replying, I ain't said it before. I ain't trying, I ain't doing nothing. You try to be the truth, now who lying? Got no time. Time on grind. What you wanna say? Buddha made up. If you vibe to the beat, I guess you had to move your feet. Your girl just wanna accomplish goals. I just took her on some feet. She just wanna get those things, and I ain't even gotta say. She was looking good. She wanna find another place to lay. Not with you, she barely stay. That's just me and all the time. If I ain't got no more, I guess she getting on my grind. And if it's time to rewind, I guess she win. When I win, I guess I gave her the D again. Now you know how I been back to win. If I bend her back again, she came back around just to see if I was backing in. 2 beeps for the Jeep. She said you was looking cheap. She sponsored and you a creep. And you was try to T and looking like it's tired of T. Tired of C and O and C. Dress you up before you got a tie for me. O and C, they got the new and C. She wanna get in the new 2 and see what we gonna be. Looking like you not there, you shadowing me like I was schooling your professor though. Had an asking question like a lesson though. And if you got a telepathy mind frame, go ahead, my man. Looking like she came around to grind, man. And it ain't looking too true. You a lying to who? If you say you knew who. See later on, she with me, she said you who. And if you asking questions, you already know what who do. Don't need new to what you saying. Old school to who the old man playing with. Hold hands, sad to say when I been. If I'm not too young, came around too fun. Gotta beat the game with no drum and no intrum. In the trouble though. Looking like he mad, he tryna flow, he sound like trouble though. We ain't even knock out your dough. But you was peeping out, thinking somebody in your window peeping in. Ain't nobody coming over, no girl ain't even creeping in. You was looking stupid like you ended before you speak again. If we gotta start you, I guess it give you something to believe in. And if you gotta be where you see looking for me, try to still make history. If I said I ain't even trying, what I'ma try for? Niggas ain't listen, you ain't hear shit, I ain't say shit, so why you mad for? And if you wanna say you snitching, guess you gotta go to Richmond, talk to see you getting rich, then that's the money talking. The money talking, they say nothing, I just barely walking. Came around cruising, looking like I ain't had no reason to get high. Like a Top Gun guy, you was on your downfall, I ain't even around y'all. See, y'all still falling like a A, and looking like a B, trying to fall and stand up and try to take from me, man. And that's just where your luck up. You was tripping on some clovers, don't fall and fuck up. After going seeing what you gotta rock and be, and if you gotta go to say, I guess the quarter gon' be playing. If the quarter in the time, I guess the time ain't even half. And if the full in the court, guess you gotta see who acting like you ain't so A to the rack. And I gotta take the C back, just to see if you crying back to hold back. Never give the crime to say oh that. And if you gotta get what you want have, I guess you know that ain't nothing to be holding up with. You was mad, your girl later ain't show up with. I leave it with you to say you did something accomplished. You can roll around and try to be a spawning accomplice. Say he ain't do shit, he still live with mom. He ain't did nothing, he ain't even really got a job. Who was working hard and you ain't barely even copping saw? Who was looking for you got the right to Roger, right to rob it, dog. And then be rabbit to be K9. Looking like who hold the K before you gotta grab your 9 and say that you was grinding right. Grinding right to be eroded in and write it down and say who gonna lyrically go quote it in. Quote it in before the pen, before you put your order in, before you try to ooh and get your girl, she burn cold and wanna eat. Looking like I told her get a driver, I'll leave it not walking on feet. Who is mad at 20 though? Get it like I got another dub to spend on funny though. Looking like who money though? Money ain't even say what money no. And if it did, I guess who gonna deny money though? And when it's at your door, trying to see if opportune gonna knock like you was getting cheap. Watch we hip hop, no hill, kick it, flip it, that's for real. And I ain't even gotta get no meals like bills, like got more bills. Looking like an air boy, fly in the air boy. You ain't even hair boy still growing in the high, where the air going. Take the H off hair, that's how high flowing when they question if the old dub. Take the old dub off of how add a L. You took an L and how the foul fell if it was an owl. Looking like it's from the free, I got free to throw the trial. Looking like it's off the hook, the parish took the robber parish. I ain't take nothing, but I pray that you ain't perish. That's off the Boston cell. Looking like who calling cell. Ran to Boston on you like hip on joggy. And if you didn't know how I came around, you trying to be mad at me. Looking soggy like some Wheaties and you thinking we ain't eating. If you got it, get it, guess you couldn't see how we beatin'. Beat it with no instrument. Who heard what bird or sent? Buddha ain't even say who win. Looking like who fly again. Gotta get mad at a sing song. Looking like you say what I did before you sing, son. Now you wanna ought to be. Looking like who starting to see. Mad at me, looking like you trying to go to war to me. Water me, your girl, she watered me. She wet me though like I was her plant. She just let me grow and let me see the photosynthesis. Oh, you Instagram. Instantly she see me looking like that. And you ain't even know. You don't need to though, cause you ain't hurt. And where we gon' go ain't where you at. So that's a long time in the past to go. Past to go and tell the preach. We're looking like the water got the P, the I, the pimp cupping. Looking like a child is nothing. Mad at me to say you see eclipse of sunshine like Malice. Look for me to push the T like it's time. And I ain't even do rewind. You thought it was in the right mind. The Pacific way, the West way, the looking like it's hot like some Kanye. The chill, the pep, gotta go and get pep in your step. The Dr. Pep, to see the rep, to go to hustle, quarterback. Never knew what I ought to get. Give what you ought to need. See that you ought to succeed. Girlfriend took it later on from me. She did succeed. I ain't even know MP. MP to slow the time. Looking for the code of time. You trying to look like a young thug, stand with slime. Looking like a Nickelodeon. Looking like you young on some Nickelodeons. Hustling Nick to the Lodians. The clone again and say you doing good a fan. Looking like you doing Gucci, that's the cold Birdman. Looking like you her hand wiped in. She just wanna chill for the moment, not the whole night then. And night then, later on she hold me right there. Looking like I was her right when. Looking over Republican, she was reading on what I does again in the public again. Why you gotta be mad like you demon cratting, scatting, talking like you should be the bobbity bibbity bapping. Bibbity bapping and going to business and marking the key in there. If I gotta go and open the door, the opportunity selling and knocking for me to knocking the heart in the scale. Looking like I got the L's for you to take for real to cool your J. Looking like you shoot like with the Z's okay. Z's okay. Looking like the ZD bake. Boy, you had to make it up and had to have a new mistake. New breaks and going in. I'm cool as like vanilla ice, but black lives and white lives still matter. So do it right like check me Mike. Gotta go and cop the Sprite. Gotta go and see the J before you had a vitamin K. And if you had a ride to spare, pluck it out your eye to see your brother's eyes doing cares for the fares and pays for the ways and cares for those who couldn't even pay the fare for their way. And even if it's not fair, then it's meta world of peace. I ain't gonna have to fight at least, and I can still just see where I be. Near the Reggie, if I blow the high, let it go from the 3 and watch how the cook fry, the curry fry. Gotta cook it. Who was mad? A scary guy. Scary like you didn't know. Still looking like Blabando. And gotta go and pray for her mind. Oh, she just wanna come back later on, be on me. And asking questions where I'm gonna be, you'll see. And you just try to be replied. You can try to lay the guide. You can try to see her and be the one reason she replied. You can even knew what I was gonna do before I didn't let you go. Head try to speak again. Instrument go to mind and mental. If it's off with no pencil, barely even had to say how these deliveries meant to go and win when I didn't mention though. Meant to tell you if I didn't tell you though. And if you didn't listen then I guess you're not honorably mentioned then. Cause when you heard what the wise man say again, that's what you didn't see, that's what you didn't say. If you didn't see, I guess it's just to say no replay and not hustling what you say. You ain't even really play, nigga, we don't even really play. But you ain't going there, what you can say you did it, and we ain't do it then, do it when. Been finished it, now you gonna do it again. Try to be like who, when? If I didn't lose then, I guess I ain't have no other choice to choose then. So MTV, there's a choice. Try to get mad and I can't change nothing. What's the point? If I ain't changed nothing, what I do, change clothes for who? If you had to say how you knew. And that's the goal to cop the pursuit. Nike, who got a sponsor, got the whole team dream too. And I can change and switch it. And I ain't gotta wear the same thing cause I can make some digits. To rearrange the code before you got a matrix though. Before you gotta try to change. Looking like who get it for the revolutions. Made the lanes, revelation. Looking like you play for facing. Timing off a moment facing. Looking like you faced off. Niggas don't wanna see nothing, now they blow your face off. Looking like who is mad and how looking there. Nobody care about you niggas who is looking there. You could be finished done. We ain't gonna say nothing who it won. You ain't did nothing, you ain't never won. And if you did, I know too. And that's the reason try to do. And if you gotta try, I guess I give you 3 chances too. And if it came in 3s, I guess you had to die and see. Looking like I gave a moment's time and reason, try and see. And you just see just when it's done. You ain't see you winning. You was the reason that you was done. Done to be the cook and looking like who fish was scared. Looking like I took your gal and she ain't even I nearly right up on the world, leaning like you can't be mad at me at all. Yeah, we know you ain't doing that. Everybody want going on. Yeah. Nope, I don't want that beat. I know I want this. Just like that.
I found myself in the dark of the night. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. Now they wanna go and see and lay, looking like they standing where they at, but they ain't be okay. And if you wanna let that dog lay, let it lie before you'll to redeploy. Before you gotta go and try your guy to say you did why. And if you didn't even question what you knew, and if you had to have a reason, I guess they taking all those clues. They ain't wanna say nothing, they wanna go and hustle you. You was getting mad, you look accustomed to. Accustomed what you say you know, and if you didn't go and don't, I guess I gotta clear my deck. Yeah, I just looking fresh off show, looking fresh and so if so, mad at so and doing fresh, and I ain't out to the last, if the last was out the cast, and you was trying to put me in your cast, I ain't out facing off to what you got to get, jail to see the older who, and gotta go and say you knew, and if you gotta be mad, I guess I was smelling good too. Smelling like some dirty dank, looking like some clean drink. Your girl always wanna thank, she just wanna thank me. On one knee, no reason to be mad at where I be. And if you wanna go to where I know I did go, looking like you mad to say you ain't never where I been though. Never walked a mile in shoe, looking like in those shoes too new. If I walked a half a mile in my lip bun too. They was classic though, looking like you had to know. And if you mad at me, I guess you read to go and pocket though. You read to go to pocket though. Pocket though is out of change. You ain't never copied nothing, get it barely rearranged. And if you're read to go to why, to say the wind to go to fly. And if you never knew, I didn't, I guess you never knew. Why the wind did fly? Why I guess I the window. Like I ain't in your face, I ain't even peeping window. And if I did, I guess you see just how it's cleaning next. Glass frame, axe man. Looking there, you see me, you couldn't pass, man. How you seeing straight through glass? You couldn't even go and pass. I guess I'm in front, you was last. I guess I'm finished, you was half. Half of what I did and I ain't even break off dough. And if I give you half, I guess I gotta bust and take some more. And off your chick, that's just off the back of that. She was coming over later beeping that she back and back. You ain't never come around if you was holding hoods back. You talking about you saying you gangsta nigga, feel that? That was motion then. Girl mad looking like she laid it with the lotion. Then she watched me while I struck, yeah. And I ain't even gotta know, I know. And if I told you, I ain't never tell you so. Haha, that's just how it go. And how it goes, she took the tactical and she just ran around the back of the door. You was in the front, I know. In the front and hoes, looking like you gotta get a few fronts off niggas though. Smiling in your face like front and take a break. You ain't got no kid on your car and you barely just getting the fakes out your way. But a real nigga came around your way, and I ain't even have to say. And if you know the art of real, I guess it's not the artifice. And if I got a water whip, I guess it's not too artificial. The artifice is looking like a pond to see. I wipe your girl face off in the mornings with a Ponzi. With a Ponzi, she wiped in my face with her Ponzi's. I told her she was smelling too good. Now, Fanta though, she was mad at Fanta though. She was looking like I was Santa though. She was sitting on my lap though, like Mike Jack though. When she seen what happened and what it mean. And you ain't even know how to go and get the snow. Looking like I'm cool, I guess I got to get the deer. She just wanna rain right there. And if you gotta say the nose, looking like it was richer prior clothes. If it's not old, looking like the wind when you going to Saturday Night Live again. Living life you white again, right then. And mad like an Italian on mafio. And if you gotta tell me what the mask is for the taping. Then the ski was for the taking from the Santa sled. Looking like who ran ahead, ran the red, the blue to know. Gotta go, and if I had a snow cold nose, I guess I had to blow the snow. And I ain't never sold it though, and I ain't never stink like sniffing though. And you was sniffing at the front door, trying to see what you could take though. What you wanna be a snake foe? Snake ain't even hero. Trying to ride a pole, get off of these before I strike, and that's old. Strike the O and then looking like you know and win. And if it's a medical staff, I guess I'm the wings that flew in. You was like when, if you didn't see in. If in the beginning then, now the grim reaping win. Reaping win like the reaper had to get his snake so it could take some skin. Take some skin that had to grow it before it was a skeleton. Skeleton like a skeleton, what's a looking good? Girlfriend looking at me, she said I'm above a skeleton. And that's as often what I didn't then. If I'm finished, couldn't start before you couldn't end then. End then later on, she was with me, win-win. That's a win before you lost then. And then I'd give you what you off then. Off to be mad and sad at what you lost then. No reason going what you say. And if I didn't go and play, I guess I'm finished. But you can have the mic, I'm finished anyway. Off the one and done. You was mad, you thought you gonna get it for none. Nigga, 100. Ben and Frank, honest, what your girl just think? She just wanna come to drink. When it drops, I just pick it up, hold your hand. Looking like we walking on the path, we had a different plan. And if it didn't add up, I guess we do some math again. Looking like it's 1 to me and you looking 1 2. That's just added up to nothing, who knew? And if we making up nothing, you too. Looking like later on, ain't doing nothing. Guess what I was on? Finished one, and I ain't even try to say I'm a going one. And then that's one to go to Varabao, looking like he mad, looking like he has, look at his style. Look at his style, he ain't doing nothing too dang wild. He was guilty before he came to enrollment. Who the trial said you just mad at knew a while, knew what you didn't do nothing. You had a crew a while, crewed a lot of crew, took a lot of two. You ain't did nothing, did a lot of true, did a lot of nothing, still a whole lot. Hey, you said somebody that already know that everybody lie. In their own way, waking up to be mad, that was the reason the machine gun messed up. Had to be like Robert Kelly before you really messed up. Had to see the anvil before you had to get Lavigne. Mad at what you seen if you couldn't have a real dream to be loved again, no hating. Try to fly, be nowhere, no Satan couldn't fly, was a fallen one. But God can pick up all in one, never left one. And if you had two, guess you had to add it up and come back just to be you, to Jesus, and say who gonna hang too. Came back to see that we ain't gonna never lay who down. You a lying, playing around. If I came around, I look at a manger and beautiful found. Say how was immaculate if it wasn't even omnipresent. Looking like if I ain't impressed, I guess I ain't say. And if I didn't say, I guess you mad and too cray. And if I was, I guess I couldn't do, but I be too cray. And they just want me to get better, do it better, but why should I if I got a reason to do? Like who? Looking like I was mad at like who? Go ahead, do what you say you did. Next flowing, next going, praying for all owing what you had the time. If you didn't get a lot of heart, I guess you beating like mine. And if it's same, if it was slow, and if it's fast beat, guess I gotta get it later on. She want how I be to be faster though. You ain't gotta die disaster though, cause it's at you though, at where you go and where you been. If it's never going nowhere, I guess it's no time to end, no time to win. If you gotta say you timing me, are you JNC? Nah, you ain't beat it out to play the beat. The play the B, to go to C, that looking like who go to C, he got to do nothing for her, he ought to see and say that he ought to grow, looking like he getting mad at us, his flow sound like audibles, trying to change it up and rearrange it up and say he didn't do nothing though, looking like he said we did like you didn't though. Laugh at what you didn't do, laugh at what you didn't do, nigga. Oh, okay. He said, oh, he fell under the weather. He can make an excuse to black. That noise gone, that noise dead. Who thought fair? Who thinking ahead? You want me to slow it down and so I could dread. You mad at what I did, and if I didn't really say, I guess there's no reason to do nothing. I'm finished anyway. Flowing and slowing and going, and looking like she wanna go again. Looking like we gonna do again. Who ain't new again? That olden time, ain't matter what you didn't shine. That shine ain't looking shadow fine. And right there, she right behind. In front, I hold her down. She just wanna see where I'm at. Right around here, looking like you couldn't even run around back. Run around back, came around trap. She was holding it like she got pap, looking like right all on the front. You was standing looking like what you want. I ain't even tell you go sit there, looking like you ain't seen shit there. If I ain't from Richmond, guess you was broke again. Lie to what you say, VA, and looking like who we in playing. Matter what, I'm gon' rewind. Looking like you all on grinds, all on those toes. If she see where I been though, she wanna bend over. It ain't never been though. And if it's been though, we smoking on that endo, that new dro. What you told if you ain't add up Toto. Toto looking like she wanna Oz again. The Ozzy with no born then. Bad like Kelly again. Bad chick, bad boy, looking like who's playing with her. Mad foy, you looking like a foyer. Gotta get the point crossed like a Hoya. You ain't see me get the golden gloves, Hoya. The golden glove, looking like a Trojan mag, looking like who mad, looking like she bad, cause she gotta get it back. Looking like she came over, I told her I ain't gonna give it back. Give it back to who? Looking like you, true. She was later back to what she didn't do, ha ha. Then back to wine, and the news said, brand new one, knew that like you didn't though. And if I'm new, I guess I'm looking like you ain't been though. And if you been though, I best I told you my mom wrote, and I looking like I'm 5'0", but I ain't 10 then. If I'm 10 then, still got a few friends then, looking like you pretending. If I'm going to school, I finish before our college and ending. In the college and in the injection. If I gotta get it for fuel, I'm getting gas, no injection. Came around the hood looking like a scat cat, I can't chat. You ain't tell me take back, no hustle with no paper crack, looking like she want me to pipe that. I told her pipe down, Holly though. Holly, if she knew what I didn't do, that's Harley though. Now she wanna Dave, go and have her son be brave, and looking like who mad I work it out before you been say. I ain't looking like a sensei. Finish the game before your senses. Your sentence say, and if you mad at what you thought you was sent for something to say, I ain't never have to read a play to go to play with Sente say, go ahead and file. Looking like I kick lead dog looking like what you wanna see then. And if you mad, I guess you wanna be where I be then. Beat it looking like a fight to strike, looking like you mad to get hit with one light showing who is showing up. Shining like you ain't growing up. And if you didn't metamorphosize, I left her right where she was at. She was looking like Morph with those thighs, and I ain't say how she ride. She ride looking like the ex. He wanna take my chrome to zone and make another man and see if it later on it end. And if it did, I guess she knew when, like she was some kin to Professor X, like she wanna stress again. Voguing in the picture, taking the power and the pole again, stroll again. And if you didn't know who, when, and if it wasn't hot, I say she knew then. She was looking moments shading gray. And Shady Maria left Jean go away. I see her with more than 2 eyes. She's looking like I see right Cyclops, and like she couldn't stop then. When I gave her around, she wants some more options. But she ain't choosing pick. She just wants some options to go buy some more choosies. So now I give her cut. She ain't even want it all. Looking like I gotta get it, like I didn't take her dog. Take her out the wall. Looking like she didn't fall. She didn't fall to be shadowed in. If you wanna be mad at what I said, you shouldn't shadow then. Shadow, go ahead, the box, the black, the roses, gotta stop. Looking like it, we ain't gonna drop. Nigga ain't get nothing flop. Flop to go to flip the fall. Looking like on Hill and all. And she ankle looking like I Larry dog. Larry though, looking like who gotta carry though. Mad at what you say before nobody really caring though. You sound like a Karen though. And you look like a Sharon though. And I ain't sharing though. But your girl came around to get some more. And I just left her with a little, but she still ain't have to get no more. She ain't getting go. She see you later, she want you to getting O. Getting O and out. You looking like a UNT, you timing out. If you gotta say who's shining out, me and O. Looking like you wish you was me and O. Far from man, you looking like a chick again. So I can't be mad at you if that's just how you get your shit. Yeah. You said, oh, he ain't gonna go on that John did. Okay, look. She want me to slow it down to go a disaster. Looking like you ain't even on beat what you have to. How's it know you couldn't be too choosy when you getting older? They want you to lay on number, lose it. Do lose and lost and win. Took it like who was awesome then. And if you got time, lose and lost again. Looking like you wanna get the number tossed again. Still threw it left and tossed it in. If I gotta pick her up tomorrow, she calling in. Cause she wanna come around and get it just all again. I ain't never have to hold it, I called it when. Called it when it was finished and done though. She wanna be reiterated and redone though. And if it wasn't redundant to what she was saying, I guess I couldn't reiterate no playing. No plan to be stopping, she wanna stop it. She wanna come around and see if she gonna chill with me and let her get it poppin'. I ain't gonna let her know, she just wanna come and get it though. And I ain't gotta really tell her how to though. I lookin' like I did, and I just told you I ain't do nothing that she see it. And if she see it, that she do it, she wanna go flow. Looking like later on, she could be banging down the door, like where you wanna go and where you just been. You came back, you just throwing out the trash again. Who were you on your phone, friend with texting, Lexing, later Lexing, looking like later on me flexing? She said, if you didn't even tell me though, I'ma be mad later on. I'ma tell him and tell her though. Looking like you gotta put it in the quote. And if you say what she gonna say, I guess you couldn't really though, and really though. And you gonna finish me done with it. You change your vocals to be wrong with it. You be wrong with what you really did. You was changing your vocals to be wrong vocalizing. If my nose is stuffed up, I guess my flow is sounding different. But when it's unstuffing, I guess it's stuffing with that spit. I spit it looking like you driving a turkey. If I gotta get something, it ain't about driving a turkey. You was mad by the university. If I came around, I'd go barter than the university. And that's just off the verse though. You looking like he said he wouldn't sign Universal. I ain't heard it. Also, who's deafin'? And if you had to get it, I guess Clue had questions. And I ain't professional before you mixing, taping. Before you got a chance, think how many chances you taking. You only got one shot, 950 though. And I ain't gotta get half what you didn't though. And if you did, that's a 4 or 5. Gotta go and shoot it like Jordan, right? That's off the point, but I ain't gotta get you to do. Looking like you had to say hot was the noodles. The noodle says ZD was baking. You look like you unconscious when you really wasn't stinking. You ain't no Nas had it on the shelf, no dresser. Looking like you got a airy, aggy voice like Fran Dresser. And you was mad, no nanny. I got your girl with me, she cleaning up nanny. Nanny, boo, boo, you mad at what I did, you couldn't really do. Nasty, looking like old dirty bastard. And if you gotta be clean, you was woo to the high and the tango scene. And look around and see what things gonna be seen. You mad I couldn't intervene, intravenously, that's a shot though. And if you finish, guys, you get it, golden arms, hold it down with no locks on your chain. Gotta go and have to see what's man to be mad though. And if you didn't wanna have though, you was trying to go in like you really couldn't battle. You wanna remember the names and say you had a plan to be the method before you could even go get a man. Man even on beat, looking like you off, ain't even standing on feet. You ain't even up and down, no crowd, no hype, looking like you couldn't do nothing. Mad you right to be who? Looking like you couldn't say if you didn't know the whole crew. And if you do ask a question before you G, I know. Looking like you get Z before you high though. You high though, get R before you ride though. R to E to S to B to spec then. The spec and the I to know who was next then. We see high to R to go to Zado. The Zado, they high to do the Dado. Looking like who's high to be bravado. And you ain't putting your hand up, no hand though. Looking like who mad to no man though. No man to know who's else doing what and can though. And if you couldn't do nothing and handle, I guess I got AI skills, those handles. That's off to the loot. Looking like I finished even if I ain't have to. And if I did have to, I guess you mad I do. Got your girl later, you mad, she do. She do what she wanna do, and you mad at us, and then you ain't getting the attitude, get a hold attitude and latitude, go ahead, jump in and be aggregate, latitude, longitude, throw it like I had the long tube, looking like far shot, looking like you thought not, that's with the hook off to be pain inside, looking like you gotta be mad, sane inside, you was insane outside, but I ain't gotta say that you can't play right, then go ahead then. We different, you ain't no head then. No head then. Looking like she ain't giving you no head then. You was mad looking like you was mad man then. Man then looking like she was friend then. Friend then looking like now who folding. Folding looking like later on Odin. Odin, ooh, now she wrote up. I just came to now and what to notice. Winning fin. Looking like she put it. Hey, right in there. Looking like I got her where. You was mad to see and later on you couldn't even stir. Yeah, you was questioning yourself like she ain't take it there. I ain't gotta be looking like a fed, I ain't even gotta take it there. We just went out cause she was hungry, she wanted to get fed, so I took up her. Took up her a key and looking like a key just opened the door for me. We was fly like a parakeet before you had the open wings. Got a lot of different styles, a brand new stay. Sneeze, I got didn't though. Allergies like you mad, you was mad at all the G's. All the G's she came around to see, and you was looking like I'm the only one she wanted to see. Okay, triple C, that's another C in me. Later on she lead a G, just to cop some more B. B to go to L to O, she wanna get the blow for low. She wanna be like Penelope and go ahead and cruise though. Now what you do and what you knew though. Crazy in your noodle. She cook it, bake it like a toaster strudel. And I ain't gotta get too close to know that you knew. Got the toast too, gotta hold butter too. If I gotta talk, you better watch your butter too. Talking about you knew before you had the open slip. Talking about loose lips, sinking ships, that's what your girl mouth trip. And I ain't gotta be mad at house. Later on house trip then she came in and tripped on it again. And then fell over what you knew. She was looking like she wanna commit a crime, who knew? She felly on who? Felly on me, felly on two. Later on, now you see how ass do. Too cheek to be nosy, too smile to be obese. She just wanna obese. She just wanna all shit. She just wanna get on and be on some brand new shit. You ain't even get what I didn't do, shit. And I ain't said nothing but you listen to what I did, man. And if I did, I guess I did. And if I offend, I guess I see. And if I done, I guess I won. You couldn't really even be me, nigga. It ain't doing shit, nigga. Ain't doing but you can find me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is a nigga wagon show now. He ain't talking about shit. Oh, it's that nigga wagon show, cuz. Yeah, okay. Nah, look, back to back. Shit, wanna go to rap. Looking like you older that. If it all of what you thought you knew, and if it's not, all the underground artists too. I guess who gonna try to go to hard to go to bang, looking like Buddha did a thing. If it's not off the pure, I guess it's filthy getting clean some more. And if you got a wild on us, I guess it got a cannon with me looking like Nicka. Gotta get a look up, looking like you sin, looking like you de-sin, like you mad at what you saying. That's off the banger though, all good what you know. And if you didn't heard the hardest cover yet, watch it go. To cover me, I got an artillery, and if I'm going with the art, I guess it's like Picasso, see? eternal dreaming. Looking like the beat was good, who was mumble sounding. Looking like who didn't find it, R to go to how to P. If you couldn't see, I finished where I started to be. Best beat to who to me, it does matter beats. And if it's JavaScript, I guess you gotta bother B. Got a boo to go to brother, looking like some more love. Looking like okay, it's different, but the broski said cuz go ahead and let it bang. For I couldn't say a thing and gotta go and start again. Looking like the free though, free to the beat though. Looking like if I gotta say Yoda, you know, Yoda gotta go to float. Looking like I didn't though. Finish for how you got your comments off 9 days ago. That's off the beat. Looking like I finished before I had to even like it street. Yeah, finished.